All right. Yo. Welcome to another episode That's Dope, but this time it's in person.
Oh.
And we have a very special guest, the Mo Lowery. I'm going to say Lo. Oh, no, I'm about to mess
Mowry,
up.
yeah.
Oh, dang it. But yo, thank you so much for coming through. And it's an honor. You're the first person I got to talk with, honestly, in this sort of Corona time, post-Corona time. I got my shots, and I'm ready to bring people back to the studio. My room, I guess. I don't know.
The lair.
Yeah, exactly, the lair.
Hey, I feel, thank you for allowing me to be the first guest of this year.
No, honestly, thank you, man. Like, it's an honor. Like, it's you've been someone I've been wanting to talk with for a long time, actually,
Thank you.
Yeah, you've been killing it. And I've been loving your content, and I'm excited to see more from you, and it's an honor.
Much appreciation.
Man.
Thank you. I'm amped.
Me too, man. Thank you so much.
Hit the Halo one time for the one time.
There we go. Hey, there we go. So for anyone who doesn't know, Mo Lowery, he is a comedian. The way we actually met, I first saw your online content, like where you were talking about Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super actually.
Yeah.
And you were doing like recaps of the episodes, but like in such a funny way.
Thank you.
And it blew me away. And then like we brought you on, like when I was back at Funimation, we brought you on for a special.
Yeah.
Like I forgot what it was called.
Last Universe Standing.
There we go. Perfect.
Yeah.
And that was a good time.
It was. And I will say, I didn't get any questions right, nor did I get any points on there, but I did call Android 17 still being alive. And
Hey,
came in clutch. One could say it was the MVP, but hey, I'm not a part of the committee who makes that decision. But I'm just saying, to not get any points and to say he's not dead, I feel like I knew the movie before it ended. One of those. Figure out the Scooby-Doo villain before they unmask the person. You can see I knew it was the professor.
And that's what's most important, I would say, right? Like that last Universe Standing, that was like a family feud for Dragon Ball Super, where we had asked like the fans, like online, like, hey, what do you think is gonna happen in this Dragon Ball Super, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know what was gonna go on, honestly.
Yeah,
so that was tough.
A big mix-up. But yeah, besides not getting any points, I'm glad I was able to say that. But yeah, you brought me out to that, and look at us now.
We're doing it.
LA.
Big in LA, exactly, right?
Hey.
I'm happy, man. And I'm happy that you got to come out here, at least like to see the sights a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I need to see the sights. I've been in my room this whole time, so. But, I'm glad that you were here and that you made time to come through, and it means a ton. So thank you so much.
Vice versa, man. Thank you for having me. Yeah. So what's going on with you, man? How do you like LA?
Honestly, I love it.
To Texas life.
Like Texas, like I still love Texas the most.
Yeah.
But because of the people that are there, family, friends are all there. But otherwise, LA is better in every way.
Yeah.
Well, also, it's also expensive out here. But, if you make it, and if you're in the right spots, I think, then it pops off.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable. So is this like your season 2 in a sense?
Honestly, this is season 3.
Season 3,
Season 3, yeah, exactly. Like season 3 just started. Like I just interviewed like my crew.
Okay.
And you're the first person that's outside of crew, like the people who have made That's Dope, like really, like one of the first big guests. I'm like, oh man, we got some big guests coming up, So,
oh man, that's dope.
Yes, sir. Hey. It's true. Honestly, it is really dope, honestly, to have you on, Like I've been wanting you on for like a long time, and I hadn't asked because I was like, let me just scale up first, I've been wanting to scale up to where like we can like actually accommodate like bigger guests, and it's an honor, like you've been like still making content, like I've been watching like your Mortal Kombat videos. I saw that you did start One Piece, for a little bit. Aside for that, I've been watching like your fighting game videos, like I don't even like really play fighting games, although I'm wearing a fighting game shirt. I'm like a phony. I'm like a fraud. But like at the same time, I do appreciate. In fact, that's like one of the things I like watching. I can't do fighting games.
Understandable.
Yeah, I gotta ask you about that actually, right? Like, like you play Mortal Kombat. You play Jump Force.
Yep.
And then what else? And do you play Fighter Z, right?
I do more watching. I'm more like a Xeno when it comes to the Fighter Z. I just spectate. My fingers can't keep up to that pace of gameplay. And yeah, I just like to watch other people do stuff I know I can't do. So yeah, I play Jump Force and Mortal Kombat. The only stuff I'll play and be competitive in and talk trash in. But everything else is just, I'll play Xenoverse for fun. But Tekken for fun. Fighter Z, yeah, I watched that. Brawlhalla, I went 1-0 on rank, so I retired because technically I'm undefeated. So I stopped that. Now I just got to switch. I'm ready to get back into Smash Bros.
Okay. So. Oh man, Smash Bros. That's a lot though. When's the last time you played Smash?
Brawl on the Wii.
Oh man, it's I mean, before you leave, I'll have to show you a thing or two, on my own.
I can dig it.
Just be like, okay, let's see how you are. I'm not saying I'm great, but I am saying I'm good enough to be like, okay, this is like the qualifier rounds.
I'm popping out with Ike or Ness.
Ooh, okay.
Flame Ether, that young PK Fire. Ooh. Now I don't know, stuff might have changed since back then, but yeah,
just a little bit, just a little bit, right?
Yeah, we could test the waters.
Oh man, and then. So at first, I should ask you about like your comedian life. Like how has that been, and then also how'd you get into that? Like how did it start? How's it been?
So how did I get into it? Since I was always kind of looked at as the class clown. Yeah. So it was just one of those, people are getting paid for this. So I'd be a class clown, and then I'd be the person that's representing the school whether I need to speak on a topic or just let Mo go ahead and talk about this. So just one of those public speaking and people finding what I do entertaining. How can I mix it into one thing and let it mesh? Because I really wasn't that good in sports. I mean, I was good in track and wrestling, but I wasn't going to make no real college career out of it.
Yeah,
so
right.
one of those, I'm gonna just keep trying to do.
At least you made the team. I didn't even make the team when I was in high school.
I was a bench warmer though for football. I'd say you go back to the high school, you'll still see my footprints in the ground. But yeah, besides that though, I wasn't too high academic wise. So really it was either class clown, take it to the next level, or just be a
find the niche, right?
Yeah, because I remember I heard a 50 Cent song. I can't think of the song, but I know the lyric was "Damn homie, back in high school you was the man homie." Yeah, what the fuck happened to you? And I never wanted to be told that, so I said I need to figure something out. And
I like that though. I like that mentality of like I can't be.
Yeah,
just
because damn,
what
homie,
happened
back
to you
in high school you was the man. So I don't want to be here with that. So yeah, I started doing comedy after I'm like speaking at church events and things of that nature. Then doing comedy at college campus and open mics and things of that nature. And my biggest thing about comedy, I talk fast. So someone who knows what type of comedy I have and how to hear me, then they can like kind of translate what I'm saying. But if I'm just talking in front of a whole bunch of strangers, I kind of go from joke to joke. And I'm not even saying a lot of jokes. A lot of stuff really just be real life experiences, but people find it funny. Like, man, y'all see that asshole in the wheelchair? He ran over my foot. People laughing, but I'm mad at that asshole in the wheelchair who ran over my foot. So situations like that, I just learned to, well, if people gonna find it entertaining, I might as well try to make a career out of it. So just doing comedy and popping up from stage to stage, networking. And then in my hometown, I would throw shows, and then no one would come to my shows, but people would acknowledge the fact that I'm funny and entertaining. And that would always piss me off. I'm like, how you gonna call me funny and entertaining and tell me I should do comedy, but when I do comedy, no one pops up to the show.
Don't support.
And it's like, man, I'm trying to throw these shows and nobody would come, my imaginary friends, but that's about it. So but one time security guard let me get the shit. Ain't no fights in here, man. I get the damn, you was the only person in here. Why you gotta leave? So it was it was a very discouraging time, but it was one of those, either you can keep pushing forward or give up, and I really don't know how to give up because I'm not a plan B type of person. I mean, in the pill situation it popped up before, but as far as just if this fails, I'm gonna end up doing this. I can't. I'd rather focus a lot of thought into making this happen opposed to separating a whole bunch of plan B, C, D, and that's just me personally. Everybody operates differently, but
absolutely.
Yeah, once got tired of trying to entertain people that wasn't popping up at my shows, I said, you know what, I'm gonna just talk about what I want to talk about and take my talents to the internet. And that's when the Tournament of Power was getting ready to kick off. Goku had that hour-long special, got his ass washed by Jurin. And yeah, now we here. That was the first video I uploaded as far as me doing my anime reviewing or anime comedy, commentary, narrating, however people want to call it. But that was the first video, Goku versus Jurin. And I'm probably like, if Dragon Ball ended maybe like 3 years, no, how long do you think off the top of your head? Maybe like 4 years ago?
Wow, has it been that long?
no longer than 5.
Yeah,
I'd
definitely
say.
not 5 years.
So,
No. But
3, 4, maybe 4 years in the game. I think I'm a senior in the game, junior, senior, one of them. But
that's crazy. That's been that long. Huh?
I know, right? So that's been that, and it was good because the way the world revolves. Being on the internet, I was kind of being stubborn on wanting to take my talents to the internet because the way people view comedy is rough because stand-up comedy is different from just a funny online video. But at the end of the day, people are both laughing, so they categorize it the same. Like, well, I don't need to go out and watch somebody make me laugh on stage because I can watch this cat doing backflips, and that's gonna make me laugh. So that takes away from the live entertainment, and that was a rough process, but. Yeah, took the talents to the internet and bada bing, bada boom. And now we're here, I guess.
Yeah.
So
wow. I never actually even thought about like memes and like funny videos on the internet.
Yeah.
Taking the place of comedians. For
yeah, because people just categorize that in the same sense of laughing, but everybody has a different style of humor. But people, well, I'm laughing at home watching these Vines or these TikToks or whatever, so I don't need to go out and see somebody and pay to laugh, and they might not even be funny. It's just people make an excuse for anything when they would rather stay at home.
Yeah.
I will come on, but I ain't paid a power bill, and I can't find my left shoe, and it's just one of those situations.
You only have one shoe, right?
You only got one leg.
Well, yeah, right. Come on now. Wow.
Oh yeah, one of those.
That's a shame though, because I mean, it's like there's power like in stand-up comedy, and like I mean, if you do it and you're good at it, boom. Yeah. Like I would definitely support that, and I would love to go back out to go see stand-up comedians right now. Yeah,
it's fun, and it also helps people because comedy, in a sense, what makes you laugh can make you cry. So a lot of stuff, even though people may take it as a joke, it's the truth. Whether this comedians talk about politics, real world events, segregation, whatever they talking about, if they can make a humorous joke out of it, it also helps people understand that topic from a different perspective. Like I ain't never looked at it that way, even though that was funny. That was some real stuff.
Yeah.
So that's also something that people need because it's just laughter's the best medicine, but people also learn lessons while they're laughing. So yeah, comedy kind of, I'm not gonna say declining, but people rather laughing in other sources, it kind of hinders a lot of people's growth in a sense. If that makes sense.
Sort of a bummer. I hope that like once things like get to calm down with Corona, people will start going back out. People will start supporting that. I mean, like. We gotta support that, it's a time honored tradition, really, right?
Yeah.
Generations to generations, and it'd be a damn shame if it ended like right now,
right?
Yeah, I was like, that's not something I really thought about, but it makes sense though, right?
Yeah.
Because I hadn't even thought about that, huh?
It's just one of those what they call a slippery slope. But besides that, though, a lot of people don't know I do comedy though. So for the ones like the fan base I've accumulated now, they don't think I do comedy. So hey man, you should really try comedy, man. You should do comedy, yada yada. So I'm gonna pop back on stage and act like it's my first time, and then just ride that way. Like, oh man, this guy, he's gifted, he's a natural. So yeah, if they don't know I've done comedy before, well, that's the joke in itself then. So
that's a good point, honestly, right? Man, like I'm rooting for that though. I'm rooting for you when that happens too, man. So I mean, like, so you said like you took it to the internet to talk about things that you want to talk about, right? Yeah. So what are some of those things that you, like I'm happy that like, nerd culture is like part of that, right? Yeah. So I guess tell us like what.
So, anime for the most part is just because it's tough to find people to have conversation because there's some people that actually watch it and know different stuff, but then there's some people that call it Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and it's like I'm not even gonna have a conversation with you about nothing that's related to that, but to just talk about my perspective on Dragon Ball content and how I view it, because also me being a writer, it's some stuff that is actually it makes sense why stuff was placed the way it was placed in the series, but someone who doesn't look at it like that, they just take it episode by episode, they may not understand it. Like, even though I'm not the biggest Piccolo fan, Piccolo definitely has some great character development from, if you done watched it from Dragon Ball to up until now. Like, he may not be a fighter, but he done killed Raditz and Goku technically, so Goku done did all this stuff and Piccolo done killed him, then he a top tier individual. So one of those situations.
So you're not a Piccolo fan?
Not the biggest Piccolo fan.
That's fair.
I respect him. I'm just not the biggest Piccolo fan.
That's super fair. Yeah, I was just sort of like, what? You don't like Piccolo? But I misheard that, right?
Yeah, he's just one of those deals. And then,
but yes, like to actually like see the train like all the way through, right? Mm-hmm.
And then like Dr. Gero. Even though people will laugh at Dr. Gero, he created Cell. And his main goal is to kill Goku, even though Goku kind of sacrificed himself within script-wise. Cell technically still killed Goku, so Dr. Gero still got his goals accomplished.
Everyone's happy, right?
Yeah, so in the sense of like people didn't really tune into it from that perspective, I just like to show that side of the field. Like, yeah, Cell can call himself the perfect android because I don't remember any other androids killing Goku, and that's what they was all created to do.
Wow,
so
that's a good point.
Yeah, and then his son killed him, which is like it's interesting. Like Dragon Ball, even though it has a lot of action, the story is still interesting in itself. Like there's still thought behind it too. Like there's some loopholes to where the power scaling may be off and people can question some stuff. But yeah, I can still see some interesting topics within it.
Yeah,
it's dope.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you like actually like listen to your commentary. Like it's like I never thought about that. You know, like there's many different topics that you talked about, and I definitely will link to that like in the podcast episode and on the page so that way people can check it out. But yeah, you definitely like opened up my mind to like, oh yeah. You know, Dragon Ball really deserves its crown. Yeah. It really deserves its praise. Like, even though, you know, like, yes, there's better shows or whatever, right?
Yes, yeah.
It's the Godfather for a reason, though. Mm-hmm. It's here. We still talk about it for a reason, and we're excited for whatever Dragon Ball, whatever.
Yes.
You know, to this day.
Yes.
I mean, it's been 40 years, I guess? 40, 50?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Maybe almost 50 years. I don't even know.
I think I looked up how old Goku was though, as far as just the not like in the show age, but just the when
like
he
ever
came
since,
out. Yeah,
like
I
in,
think
like,
he was maybe like 36, 38. I might be wrong though.
Wow.
I'm sure it's different. But I think Goku like 36 something around that area.
Wow.
So yeah.
Okay. I mean,
it's interesting though.
And James is also making me my back. You know, I'm like, I need lumbar support because
right.
I'm starting to think about like how old we are. Right? It's just like. Because we saw like back in the day, like did you watch it on Toonami and all?
Yeah.
Man, Toonami was so crucial.
Yeah, shouts out to Tom.
Serious, Tom
used to die a lot though.
Yeah.
Tom died a lot of times and got redesigned, but shouts out to Tom, man. What was it, Sarah? Was that his art?
The robot?
Yeah.
I feel like that's right.
Possibly.
I feel like you're right about that, man. Yeah, Toonami was like it had its own storyline in Toonami also, and that was crazy. Like I wish that like kids today like had that. I'm not sure if they do. I feel like they don't.
I want to say I feel like Toonami came back, but I don't know if it was like on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's where I feel like that defeats the purpose though.
Yeah, I don't think they enjoyed it like we did. Like come home after school and was able to watch Dragon Ball Z, Batman Beyond.
Yes, and then to
real hits.
You know, I think like one of the cool things about that was being able to go back to school.
Yeah.
And talk about that.
Yeah.
And just be like, okay. Yes.
Yes.
Like, did you saw the episode yesterday, right?
Yes.
What'd you think, right?
Yes. Definitely a big thing to do amongst friends. So yeah, that was a good time to grow up like that.
And honestly, like your commentary is like that, you know, like it's like, yes, that's like the lunch table talk of like, yes. Yeah, we saw that. Oh yeah. Like you say it just so much better than what I would have said it like, you know? So I think that's one thing I really appreciated about it. I was just like, this is brilliant, you know?
Thank you.
So, and then like you got new topics you're talking about too right now, right? Yeah. So I guess like what all like are you on right now? Like you got Mortal Kombat, you got what else?
Mortal Kombat. You just
I love the Black History Month like series that you were doing also.
Thank you. Yeah, I was really man, it's weird on you can't make everyone happy, and I was doing the Black History to kind of inform people, but man, a lot of people I ain't stopped because people complain, but it's just one of those to where actions speak louder than words. So I rather, instead of trying to, because the internet has the information that everyone can just look something up. It's just people are just so distracted. So I don't know. It's just tough trying to teach people on a serious aspect of some real serious stuff. And whether somebody's black or not, it's still history is history at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
It's just labeled Black history so people understand that this part came from the culture and this is what the culture pushed out into the world type deal. But yeah, a lot of people always just want to argue and complain, which makes kind of getting a lesson across pretty difficult. And it's like, I ain't got time to really be arguing. Not just yet, at least. Not just yet. But it'll be a point of time to where I definitely give out the real deal knowledge on folks, but everybody has to take stuff in increments. And I've learned that lesson this year on that. So yeah, I'm definitely trying to feed the mind.
I appreciate that, you know, like through comedy, and then also like just that series you did, like that was crucial.
Yeah.
I mean, you like I said, you got me interested in Mortal Kombat. Like, and also like you're like the lingo, like you have like instilled like quite the lingo like in the internet, and like I have appreciated that a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, you know, a lot of stuff I would say in the video, I don't even realize until I read the comments, because the way I do the videos, it's I watch something, and if I feel like talking about it, I want to make a video about that. So I'll see if I can find those clips, and I'll just make the video real quick. And then I don't really like hearing myself talk. I'm one of those people. I'm a real bad critic of myself. So a lot of the times I really don't even double check my videos. So I don't know if there's a mistake in them until like somebody in the comment section let me know if I upload a video with no sound or something like that. So yeah, I make
one
the
take,
video.
just go.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool
try
though.
to get it out there and upload it real quick.
Yeah, I'm about to ask, 'cause like how is the process in making these videos?
Yeah, I'll think about what I want to talk about. So if I use Goku fighting Jiren for an example, I'll get the clips of what led up to that, the whole point of the fight, and then what happened after the fight, and anything that relates to it, and I just boom put that video together, then talk over it, then upload it. And then it's also kind of tough because I'll try to be organized. That's a big difficulty on my part, because I'll try to be organized. Like, well, let me make a video Monday and just upload it Wednesday. But then Wednesday comes, I'm like, I don't find this funny, and I don't even want to talk about it, and I don't even upload. So it's like a lot of videos I have that I haven't uploaded, but they were pre-recorded, and I just don't have that same energy I have when I recorded them. And so yeah.
Any chance we might see those in the future?
Probably. I'm approaching 100K on YouTube.
Hey,
soon,
congratulations.
So thank you. So if I organize in the right manner, I'm probably gonna try to drop 100 videos when I hit 100K.
Ooh, okay.
So yeah, I'll probably upload a lot of those past videos in the log, and yeah, hopefully they do what I wanted them to do the day I recorded them, because after the next day goes on, it's like, yeah, I'm okay on this video now. Somebody else might love this video. It might be someone else's favorite video, but like, I'm a bad critic on myself personally. So
yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and then being somebody that's I'm different. So I mean, I work within the imagination. So people who have imagination can understand what I'm saying, but a lot of those people aren't in my personal bubble. So I really don't have a lot of people personally to bounce ideas off of, or,
that's a bummer.
Check this out.
So it's just you by yourself, or is it just boom?
Yeah, me and my reflection, and let's go ahead and make it work, man.
That's tough.
Right? So it's definitely an obstacle in itself, but I guess it is what it is. So it's interesting.
That's dope though, that you're able to keep yourself going, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, even like with That's Dope, it's like I'm like, no one's helping. You know, and don't get me wrong, I'm still doing it, but at the same time, I'm just like,
it's tough.
Yeah.
It's easier with a team, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's days where just any creator gets that down feeling, because everybody just gets that in something that they're doing, and then if you're working with somebody, then their positive energy can help get your negative energy away. But if you're working by yourself, you got to learn how to create that energy for yourself and make it happen. So that's definitely tough within its own realm.
That's a
But I grew up a single child though, so that kind of helps as far as in the sense of knowing how to operate and think from my own perspective. So a lot of my cousins were females, so if I'm around them, I'm not doing anything but playing the game. Or I don't feel like playing school on a Saturday. I don't want to play house, so stuff like that, man. But I did see my first pair of titties on a Barbie doll, but with no nipples. But hey, I knew there was some lumps there.
Like, whoa, what's this right here? Oh man.
But yeah, besides that though, it's everything happens for a reason. So I just try to keep that mindset. Like if I have what I'm equipped with, so I need to just make it work. One of those custom classes. So I got a decent class for me. So I just need to do what I can do with it, and hopefully do what I need to do to change the world in my part. Yeah. Essentially, that's what it's all about at the end of the day. That's what we're here for. Change the world in our own lane and inspire somebody else to do what we did, and they do it better because they watched us do it at first. So.
Hey, I like that.
One of those situations, though. Well, yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, you're making it pop off, though. Like, I've been like really enjoying the content, you know. Like, and it's been, you know, like at first I was worried, you know, like when, because like there was a period like where like it wasn't up, you know, like where like I was actually wondering about your page like at first, and then but then you came back, and then like during this whole Corona time, I feel like you've been like really taking advantage of the time real well.
Yeah, because a lot of people were a lot of people get motivation, inspiration that you helped me get out of my depression. I never knew my videos could do that. I was just trying to explain this what happened in Tournament of Power, but somebody let me know, well, yeah, I had bad days and your videos helped me out and stuff like that. So then like, it was bigger than me. So if I can get my goal accomplished just by doing this, well, I need to take advantage of it. But it's also at the same time, I can't wear myself out because the same people that say, well, your videos got me out this dark spot or your videos helped me out, let me get corny or something. They gonna go, hey man, you're trash. I think you need to figure something else. What is going on? So it's like one of those,
that balance.
Yeah,
I guess, right?
An NBA player can be on this team and everybody love them. As soon as they want to switch teams, now the same fans burning their jerseys and booing them and sending hate tweets and stuff at them. So it's just trying to learn how to work with humans in a broad sense. But yeah, my page is that story, man. My first page.
Yes, I was actually wanting to ask about that. I was like, is that also like a touchy subject? But like, I was interested.
Yeah, so my first page is the page you said you seen me on and came across, and I had 200,000 on that. I know. And then Facebook just said integrated a new software, like it was like Facebook Business or something. I was trying to learn it. And then somebody, and I the way I was trying to learn it, I'm thinking I was talking like Facebook support, but it was really a con artist. So I go into this other page and I log in and they log me out and they took my page. And then that happened like when you got me into Texas, like that's when all that was happening.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, so like that week to where you got me in Texas, like the day, maybe 2 days beforehand, that's when my page got snatched. I'm like, that's so crazy. Even though I was able to
I'm sorry that happened.
Funimation, but my page got snatched away from me, and I had that maybe for like 6 months, and then I made another page, and it stayed up for a year, and I got that to 110,000, and then at the end of Black History Month, it was March 1st. And then that page got deleted off of some copyright stuff. I don't know what it was. Facebook never told me. They just, you've violated something. If you continue to do this, your page could be terminated or you could be suspended, yada, yada, yada. So click next. And when I click next, page is gone. I'm like, wow.
Wow. No.
Another one. It was just a year after that one. So that had me feeling shitty. Then I made another one. And then I think that one, January, February, March, April, May. Made another one. Got up to 100,000 again. And in May, the next year, they took that mug off. And that hurt me. And then I made another one. They said, well, your name is on this list. So we can't have you with the page. So now I'm on my 5th page. And it's no Mo Larry.
Okay.
It's just Mo Larry. So yeah, it's no Mo Larry.
Man. Okay. Because I think I remember seeing that page. And I was just like, why is it called that? But like, I was just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. So
wow.
No Mo Larry.
Wow. You truly don't know how to give up, which for the better though. I'm glad. Although that's horrible.
It's tough, man. But the way I looked at it was like playing the game and you don't save. So it's like, damn, even though you got to level 10 and you didn't save, now you got to start back at level 1. You know how to get past that game a little easier now. You know where certain stuff is at in certain levels and how to not use certain potions too early because you got this boss battle right here. So looking at it from that perspective kind of helped me get through it. But yeah, it definitely was a shitty situation for a little bit because I'm like, man, what is going on? But
that hurts me, honestly.
Yeah,
man. But I mean, I'm proud of you though for like keep on going because wow, social media. I wish social media wasn't so hard.
I know.
Like it like for the stupidest reasons though. It doesn't make sense. Like how your page can be deleted for whatever reason.
And then it just shows how much power not only platforms have, but they can just, if this is what some people give all their lives to, they just can just take everything away from you. Excuse me. But yeah, because some people, this is just social media. So if they lose their page and they don't know what to do because they ain't really interacted with anybody in person and they don't know how long, and a lot of people don't want to rebuild all these followers, and a lot of people, this is their source of income. So it's kind of like you had a job and that job just shut down all of a sudden for whatever reason. So it's it also showed me that to not really get that invested in it, because if I can't fully control it, then it's not mine at the end of the day. And a person can just take me out the game like that, essentially. Like, even though I'm here, not being on the internet is still, because people forget about you fast on the internet. There's people that I've watched their videos maybe like 2 years ago, and I haven't seen them since I watched their last videos. I don't know what they doing. I don't know how their family doing. I don't even know their real name. It's just the fact that how the internet goes on, it's going to be somebody else pop up and folks pay attention to them. So if a person ain't really doing something that's impactful, then they might not really remember you when stuff pushes on. So
man, that's a very true point, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That sort of hurts, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, that's the truth right there.
Yeah, it's one of those situations. So luckily, my content was impactful in a way. Some people started watching shows because they see me talk about it, or I open up their perspective on a certain show or something like that. So it's one of those to where if they see this show, oh man, I remember I seen this video about this show opposed to me just doing a challenge or something to where it's a whole bunch of other people doing this challenge. And once the next challenge goes on, we don't, because think about how many challenges really pop up. Are you like from TikTok, from when we was on Vine, it's so many challenges, and some people go viral from this challenge, and then once another challenge goes up, they don't know what to do because
they're stuck in that one.
Yeah, and they're like, I don't want to be in that challenge bubble of
you got like your bubble.
That people invest so much in the internet, and then when it goes away, they don't know what to do, and it's rough. Like people love attention, and people like to be noticed, and people like to be noticed in whatever personal way they want to be noticed. But the internet makes even the people who aren't like that in real life, you can be somebody else on the internet. So in that sense right there, with everybody lying, people are like, well, shit, I can lie too then. And then when they lose that attention or they compare themselves to somebody else, it's rough. The internet can really, it's a tough environment, whether people realize it or not, subconsciously or not. It's definitely tough on the internet, however you conduct yourself or not. But it's an emotional roller coaster depending on what you're trying to do, why you have an online presence. And I don't think a lot of people understand that fully, or they're not really aware of it. I'll put it like that.
Yeah, I even though like I work on the internet, I don't think I was aware about it as much, until like you just said this, like how you lost your page. And like all this is wisdom right here. I hadn't even like really thought about that as much, to be like, what do you do? I guess like if everything shuts down like that, especially like because like I see like how the internet is like, okay, I'm owning this is my business, right? This is finally like me like setting the pace, right? But then what do you do like when that shuts down arbitrarily? No fault of your own, really, or maybe it is your fault. I don't know, right? Not you boys saying what you did, right? But other people, right? But that situation, right?
Yeah,
it's just like, what do you do?
Somebody can just be mad and report your page from 5 different fake pages that they made, and they can take your stuff down because they feel like you going against community standards. And it's tough to contact a real person who works for any of these platforms because it's one of those, well, did you mean this? Or you can click this link if this is what you want to get to, or do you want to find this? So, and a lot of people don't know that until they get in that situation. It's just it's a tough one. It's one of those, you got to get what you can out the internet and build your empire because you can't trust it.
I like that.
Hey, change up on you like that.
Man, that's disheartening, but at the same time, that's good. That's like some real nuggets of knowledge right there, because I feel like everyone's like, okay, I'm just gonna go stream, or I'm gonna maybe get on that next trend and not thinking about like what's next after that, right? So I guess like how are you building your empire, like through like the comedy and such, right?
So building, and then I got my story I've been writing after I got my I guess first page deleted because the first one got hacked. So after I got my first page deleted from whatever terms I went against, I guess I was upset in the sense of they snatched that from me, but I wasn't upset because if this is how they feel about their stuff, then I can't be mad at it. If somebody want me to take my shoes off at the door and stay house, I can't complain about that. If I'm gonna complain, go to my own crib then and do what I want. So with a mindset like that, it's like, well, I can either stay in the pity party and try to plead my case, or I can then bump it. I just create my own story and just try to build up into that. And I done consumed all their content. I know how to write. I know how to build characters. So why haven't I created a story? And I'm talking about all these other stories and inspiring people to watch all this other content. I ain't created my own yet. So that's how I'm building my empire. So trying to get the story a few issues out before my next page get deleted. That's why I call it No More Larry. Because after this page going, ain't no more Larry. Ain't no more Larry more on this book, man. Y'all gotta catch me on the real book, not the Facebook.
There we go. I like that. So can we talk about the book?
Yes.
So like how, first of all, what is it called? What's it about? How'd you come with the idea? Yeah, tell us about that.
Okay, so I have.
And let me see if I can find it. I think I left it on my bed somewhere, never mind, it's right here. There we go. My room is a mess.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Here we go.
I got 2 issues. Yeah, Woo. More Heroes, More Problems, which is that one, and bada bing, bada boom, the above.
Hey, I like that.
So both of those, they came about. I've always just used my imagination and always just thought of this would be cool to have this, or will this episode look like that, but I never really put too much pen to paper. But after that page, you got deleted. I should take this really more seriously, because it's possible. If I got breath, then I might as well do it instead of going to the grave. Or I don't want to be a person older and regret what I could have did today type deal. So let me go ahead and get it going. And it's one of those, once you start searching for something, and it pops out. If you as you seek, you shall find type deal. So one of my homies, I'll talk about the More Heroes, More Problems, Starmite, shouts out to Starmite, man, because he was just came up on me as a fan, was like, hey man, I appreciate your content, I do art, can I draw a picture, yada yada yada. Yeah man, this is what type of picture I like to have drawn. So he helped me create a character myself, and then I started looking at his artwork. I'm gonna get that, hey man, I love your artwork, you do comic books or anything like that? And he was talking about how he was just getting into writing, and I was talking about, well, I'm just trying to also get my own stuff going on. Is there any way you can help me out with the process or anything like that? So the Zero issue, he helped me draw my I call it the blueprint issue, the Zero issue, to where I'm a character in his universe. So my character is doing a crossover with his universe, and that's a whole separate, like a non-canon story from what I got going over here. So he showed me the process, because I was under the impression that anybody who can draw can create a comic book, and it's not like that at all, because there's different steps from inking to lettering and the bubbles to coloring to shading to storyboard art, and so a whole bunch of stuff like that I was not aware of until he helped me break it down and showed me the process through his lens. So that helped me out. So I created the character Mo Lowery. He's a bounty hunter.
Okay.
Hit the inhaler one time for the one time. And the reason I do that is because, like I said, I talk fast, and I'm trying to get in the habit of taking breaths while I talk. Ooh, and that's my way of taking a deep breath, because there's no really way to stop and take a deep breath and look. Man, you okay over there? So I hit the inhaler one time for the one time. So he helped. I create my character Mo Lowery, top flight bounty hunter. I'm a character that my ability is enhancement. And I'm kind of selfish with my powers. So if there's a crime going on, I'm not really a hero. I'm a bounty hunter. So I'm there for whatever reason. If I'm in this city, I'm in this city for an item, not to stop whatever situation is going on at this power plant. But if I happen to get tied up in that situation, if you got powers, I can just give you a little bit to boost your powers and tell you why you should go ahead and solve this problem, because you can be the hero and you can save everybody. And I think it'd be a good part. And then you get, that's a good idea. Look at the villain, look back at me. I'm going situation. So I'm one of those type of heroes, or bounty hunter type of deals. Even though the news will look at me as the hero in the story, I got different motives in the book. So this is one of those deals. I'm trying to not say too much, because I'm only on the first issue, so I don't want to spoil it just yet.
There's more to come.
Yeah, because the next issue, which I'm aiming to drop next year in February, since it'll be 2/22. So that's the perfect time to drop a second issue. And that's when the real the plot to kick off, like what's the purpose of this character and what's going on, what is their main goal, and all that stuff. But I want people to read the story and see how that character got stuck in that situation to go to where he needed to go to. But yeah, just as far as the character in himself, powers enhancement enhances his ability to think. So everything goes into the brain, cerebral cortex, all that good stuff. So instead of just like I said, giving his power or trying to get bulky or anything, I can think of an idea and I'm just thinking of as many solutions as I can to this idea. Like I Dr. Strange to do it, I guess. Dr. Strange can think of a million different possibilities to figure out this one problem. So that's my character. I'm not going to do no fighting, but if I'm in a group, I can tell y'all what's the best selection or what y'all need to do to have the best outcome. And if y'all listen, all right, we're going to get past it. If y'all don't listen, I told you so. I'm one of those characters. It ain't my fault. I told you so.
Makes me think of like the Fire Emblem like strategist guy, you know, the guy who's like, okay, you go here, you do this.
My own. So I won't have my own hideout, but if
that's a cool concept actually, yeah, because I mean usually like these stories, you know, all these comic books and everything is about the main guy who's doing all these things, and if other people want to join on, cool, but otherwise the main guy was always going to do these things, right? Versus this other way of like this main guy enables other people to go do these things. Help them. I like that concept. I like that.
And then I won't have any like real secret hideouts or anything, but knowing some people, if I'm stranded in the forest, I know a person who got a hideout over here, I'll be right back, let me go talk to them. It's just building good relations, work smarter, not harder type of character.
Got the Rolodex going, okay.
Yeah, so it's just a character like that. I don't have any, I can't talk to animals, I can't fly. I'm really not that good at hand-to-hand combat, though I can defend myself. I'm not really good at hand-to-hand combat. And just can beat me, but when they see the way my character levels up and the stuff he learns to get past certain situations and the villains he beats, because that's how also people compare characters in power scaling. Like if this person beat a giant in their universe, then if it's another giant, then we can kind of compare these two giants and see, well, if he was able to do this against this one, who say he can't do that against that one? You feel me? If this is a giant, throw a light in the way and let this light blind the giant and it's just random stuff the way I can work smarter, not harder.
I like that. That's a cool concept.
Something like that. So yeah, that's the More Heroes, More Problems one. And then I have the Above.
Okay.
The Above is it's pretty deep in the sense of that universe would be way and on a larger scale than the More Heroes, More Problems one, because More Heroes, More Problems are focused on the Lowery character. Even though I introduce other characters, they're still talking to him for whatever reason. The Above has a whole bunch of different family lines, a whole bunch of different situations to why all this stuff is going on. So it's kind of hard to give a summary to that, but in a basic breakdown structure, let's think of all the shows we've ever watched that coming up to where we at now, all those shows, and like all this stuff done happened on this planet Earth, and now the world is just a disaster from all these random battles from all these shows we've never watched. So they done terrorized the world, and the world is just terrible now, and I call that area the Below. So now they're being raised on this area called the Below, but a whole bunch of warriors, 7 warriors, put their energy together, separated enough land to take their talents elsewhere, and that's now the Above. So they moved on somewhere else. And then as I get into the story, I'll explain a little bit more behind that. But yeah, the power is called the Essence. I separate them into different abilities and different categories. Man, I don't want to spoil it, like I said, because the next issue, which I'm gonna drop, I fill in a lot of these questions. So for the ones that's reading, because I'm also trying to get that section of people, people who read the manga versus people who watch the anime or watch the interviews, they feel superior. Like, oh, you're just now getting to that point.
I saw that such a long time ago, right? Yeah.
So I want to establish my own group of those individuals so they can kind of like, oh, hey, you just now seeing More Heroes, More Problems, man. Wait till you read you need to read or wait till this happens. So I want to get that group established. I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, I definitely put a lot of thought into it. There's gonna be some creative concepts, some nice abilities. It's tough. There's nothing new under the sun, so it's kind of hard because there's some stuff I haven't seen before, but just bouncing ideas off people. Well, this reminds me of that. So then I watch them like, that's crazy because that is something like that as well. And like I haven't watched Black Clover before, but I have a character that has different in certain areas, and I'm like, well, it is what it is. I ain't the first person to do it. And I won't be the last. But yeah,
build on the concept and make it like even better, so that way someone's able to take from you too, right? Or take influence from you, right? Not take from you, right?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, but that's so I got 2 stories out.
That's dope.
I wanna create 5 stories, as far as just 5 stories of my own, and this is me, and this is what my resume is. So if people want to critique me as a writer, these are the 5 you have to judge me for and base your opinion off of that. And then I like to help some other people write their stories and help them bounce ideas off and help them get creative with whatever they're trying to do and do all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna tap out at 5 because it's definitely a process. Like, even though I done dropped 2 at the moment, and I don't want to. I have the other one I'm working on. I don't want to share the idea because I haven't got it on paper yet. So somebody might see me like, that's a good idea.
I'm going to take that. Right?
Yeah. So those are the 2 stories though. And I like to turn those into animations with stuff. I'd rather keep everything in-house. So it's tough to be independent, but it's worth it when everything's said and done.
Exactly. So, it's a product that you own for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, this is, we're talking about other entities owning whatever you got, even though it's your stuff, right?
Exactly.
Man, that's wise. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. I'm rooting for that. I'm excited for the next volume.
Yeah,
this is really awesome, man. Yeah, where can people pick that up, by the way?
Lowery.com.
Lowery.com.
Well, yeah, I got the first issue, which is what you got, of both More Heroes, More Problems, and the Above. And then the crossover that I'm doing with, shouts out to Starmite again, this crossover I'm doing with his universe and his characters. I'm dropping that sometime in the summer, and that's a whole different, like I said, non-canon section. So my character, the Lowery character, is more advanced in that situation. He's a little older than he is in the canon story, so he's kind of feeling himself and being in another dimension. He acts a little differently than he would in his regular home. So I'm kind of more. It's just a little difference in personality. Right. Yeah. So yeah. That's That's what I've been working on.
Wow, you busy for real though.
Trying to be.
I like that though.
Trying to be.
And then I guess any other projects or like anything else that we should be like on the lookout for too?
That's pretty much it for the most part as far as stuff that I have out in like tangible, physical, that deal. I have a lot of ideas, but they're not ready to pop out yet because I don't want to say the idea and then, hey man, what happened to that one idea you said on that dope podcast? Yeah, it's a long story behind that. But
probably the best thing, keep it until don't. Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. I like that a lot.
So yeah, just one of those trying to get more organized and stuff, just better at being me. That's so I look at it. I just want to be the best me I can be. And then it's crazy in the world, people getting plastic surgeries and stuff like that. It's weird. It's easier to be fake than it is real in this time.
Yeah,
so it's like
the more I'm on Instagram, the more I'm just like, wow, like everybody's getting built, huh?
Yes, getting built.
yeah, like it looks like everyone's like, okay, like one physical built and then two filters. And it's just sort of like, okay, like where's the more real and genuine type of stuff?
Exactly.
And, even like the content, like it sort of seems like it's all sort of being taken from something else. It's not as original as it used to be.
Yeah.
But like watching your stuff does okay, this is great content right here. This is original stuff right here.
Thank you.
That I'm enjoying. So definitely. I definitely want everyone to watch this. Like anyone that I bring on the podcast is because I really do appreciate the content as it is. Exactly. It's dope. That's dope. Yeah, what you're doing is dope. I guess before we leave, I do want to ask, you have your Switch, right? What are you playing, and also what are you watching anime wise? I pretty much ask everybody that.
So on the Switch, I have Pokemon Shield, and I got that Mario 3D All Stars. Which I will say, if you're watching this and it's not too late, get you that Mario 3D All Stars because it's already discontinued, but stores still have it. They had one, but once they sell out, they're not gonna have it anymore. But that Mario 3D All Stars, Mario 64, which is on the Nintendo 64. And they the Mario Super Sunshine, which is on the GameCube. Then the Mario Galaxy, which was on the Wii. So they dropped those 3-in-1s for the Mario anniversary. So it was one of those a limited time deals. So some people just bought it to be a collector item for in the future they can sell it. And some people just like those games. So it was just one of those deals. I've been playing that. Pokemon training. It's interesting to see how far Pokemon has come, man. To have a kneecaps on a Pokemon trainer. They had head, shoulders, and feet back in the day. So
now they actually have limbs and such.
Yeah, they dancing and posing and so it's just interesting to see how technology develops and to actually still be here to that's the stuff that I'm happy to be about. I don't really need to see a flying car to be like, man, technology done went so far, but just to see Pokemon like this to where I'm walking in the grass and I can see the Pokemon opposed to just walking in a random I can see which Pokemon's there and pop up on whatever I'm trying to catch. Is interesting to me, and that's the cool stuff to me personally. So that's
I dig that.
2 games I've been playing so far.
Nice.
What have I been watching? I haven't watched anything new as far as something new that's came out. I started Dr. Stone.
Okay,
I was in the bubble of just trying to watch stuff to please people, and that wasn't going to produce it. Did you watch Digimon growing up?
Yeah, I did.
You remember when Ty was on Agumon's case trying to make him Digivolve?
And he became the Skull Greymon. Yeah, right. It's Digivolve. Yeah, right? That's what the fans are like.
Yeah, I was really becoming Skull Greymonish for a little bit, so I had to sit back and just chill, and then you showed me some JoJo, so I'm gonna start that.
Yes, sir.
So JoJo, Full Metal, because it's a whole bunch of old things that I haven't watched yet, and the way I look at stuff, if I haven't seen it yet, it's new to me. It didn't have to come out this year to be new.
Good, I wanted to be fresh and new to you as much as possible. Because it's good stuff.
So
I sort of wish I could just erase some of my memories about anime just to rewatch
that Men
it.
in Black light.
If only sometimes I would do wish One Piece. I would do that for One Piece. Yeah, literally I would.
A lot of people. I'm ready. The episodes I watch, I do respect how.
Don't worry, you're still new where it's it's cool cartoon anime, whatever, right? But it's not yet but
I haven't gotten to that part. What is it? Wano? Is that the
Wano is the newest arc that's happening right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's 900s.
Sheesh.
Yeah, right.
Is it Water 4 then? Somebody told me wait till I get Marine 4.
Yeah, Water 7 is usually the arc. People are like, oh yeah, that's where you become like a huge fan.
That's where people wait till you get to that.
Yeah, and that's 300s.
Yeah, okay. But even
it's going to be a fun ride nonetheless. Yeah. Like I wouldn't say like, oh, you got to skip all that. No, it's still a good time.
I've enjoyed it because the main character, he's not like the basic main character. He's kicking people in the nuts. And, and I call my dog Doggy. And when I seen him call the dog Doggy, I get the he ain't the only one. You know the dog's name. Get the what up, Doggy. And so, a lot of people find that disrespectful.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't call my dog by the dog's name. But I'm like, I call the dog Doggy, or the dog has a name. Well, shit, what do you want me to call it?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Would you be mad if the dog called you human? I'd be happy if the dog could talk.
Like, whoa, yeah, exactly, right.
Missing the point here, but
it's funny. People getting mad about that. That's of all things. Okay.
I haven't seen enough yet to pick a favorite character, but it's definitely interesting in the sense of just having that type of difference. I haven't understood none of the inside jokes. Like always seeing, is it Zoro? That's his name, right? How he's always in random pictures, like he gets lost.
Yeah, he gets lost a lot.
Okay, yeah. So I don't really know too much of those inside jokes, but I always see that stuff around.
You know, like in fact, like way earlier on, like there's an arc like in like the 30s, 40s that like usually like people are like, okay, this is pretty good. So usually by that point you will know like if you're like with it or not.
I just met Captain Buggy.
Captain Buggy. That's way early. Like you're like episode
within 15, 20.
Yeah. So don't worry. Yeah, you still got a while. Like don't worry. I'm rooting for you. I'm excited for you.
Yeah, it's crazy to know that like how the other characters that they voiced. Like how Zoro's like Piccolo. I always get it's Luffy.
Yeah, Luffy.
I don't know. I was gonna say Luffy, but Luffy.
No, it looks like Luffy. Yeah, but like
voiced by Gohan, right?
Yeah. Gohan. Like also my hero character Urza from Fairy Tail. Lots of big voices.
Yeah, and it's just funny to see like that's a different perspective of Gohan and Piccolo in a different universe.
Yeah, right.
And then to see Buggy, he's voiced by the same person who does Baby Vegeta. So in my mind, I'm like, this is a tuffle in his body, and this is just it's just interesting to watch from that perspective as far as the dub.
Mm-hmm. The dub is a good time too. Like people. Like, so I'm on my One Piece time, all right. so I like the dub for One Piece. Like the dub is right up here. The sub is like a little bit, but because like mainly like a few characters that you meet later on.
What's the most interesting fight to you?
Of all One Piece?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. You know, actually, I've never even really thought about that particular question. Most interesting fight.
Put on the spot, yo.
Wow. Yeah. The most interesting fight. Oh, okay. It's like in the 300s.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like 300s. Like 307.
Okay.
That's like a particular fight. Luffy versus Lucci.
Okay.
And that's all I'll say to you right now because I remember like that fight just being so impactful. I'm actually starting to get goosebumps thinking about it now. I'm just like, oh man, like emotionally, and then also like just the fight itself, like where I don't even like really want to hint at it because like it was just such a wild moment, like when it happened, and I was just like. And like it's just sort of like expanded the world just like that. You know, like the world was big already, but then it's just like, oh, the world's about to get a lot bigger.
So as a One Piece fan and them having this many episodes, so it's still a good story. Like it's not drawn out or nothing.
So I'm actually thinking,
should have ended or nothing like that.
No, yeah, like the thing is like there's like a lot of like water in between. You know, like whereas like it would be dope if like they could squeeze that water out.
Okay,
but I actually sort of wish there was more still. You know, like there's still more like on the way, but like it's getting close to like wrapping up actually.
Huh.
Yeah, it's like, and I'm like, no, I sure want more.
Is that like a factor? They just like it could be a possible cliffhanger. Like, has there been different points to where you watch like, oh, it might be about to wrap up?
No. Like it felt like they were like always like you don't know like what's about to happen, but it definitely feels like okay. There's more on the way. Now it's like okay, like they're about to like they're like towards end game right now, but like they're not at end game yet, but they're getting towards end game.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it's so good. Like it. In fact, I would say it's even better than before. Like there's many moments like in One Piece where I'll be like, okay, like I'm not gonna feel anything. I already seen everything.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like we're taking it's just like whoa, I'm crying, like literally crying. Like it's like there's been moments. I remember like 700s. 700 happened. And I was like, literally thought to myself, like, Oda, the creator Oda, you can't get me anymore. I already seen your tricks, right? I already seen what you can do, And then all of a sudden, and I'm crying. I remember like a particular chapter. Like I was reading the manga. I read it and I watch it.
Okay.
And I love it. It's so good. So I was reading a particular chapter, 816. I was like in North Carolina for a con.
All right.
And I was in a bar and I was reading because like, it just came out, right? And I'm like, as soon as I read a particular moment, it's like my second favorite moment in like the whole series. I read it and I'm literally crying in the bar. I have to turn my phone down. I'm walking, I'm pacing. I'm like, don't cry in the bar. Don't cry in the bar.
Hey,
don't
somebody
cry.
judging. That guy just been through a divorce or something.
Exactly. It's like, what's wrong, buddy? One Piece.
Give him a drink.
I need a hard drink now, right? Like it was so good. Like it was a special moment that had happened, and it was emotional. Like in One Piece, like it definitely seems very goofy. It is very goofy. I'm not gonna lie, it's very goofy. But there's many moments that just like my heart.
That's okay.
And I remember even a filler episode made me cry.
Huh?
Yeah, episode 1. Well, I'm not going to say the episode. Like, it most likely won't make you cry or most people cry, but it got me. It just was like, ugh.
Yeah, and that's cool.
Yeah.
Because I definitely want to write something that can also get to people's emotions and besides the attention, get to,
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
This is like, I would say One Piece is like what showed me like anime is like, okay, is my favorite medium of all things,
So what would you say is on the Mount Rushmore of anime then?
My Mount Rushmore for sure is One Piece, right?
Okay.
That's George Washington, right? Gurren Lagann, that's my second favorite show. If I have to say like the Mount Rushmore, that's not even like my favorites and all, right?
Okay.
That's different from my favorites. One Piece is like on there, right?
All right.
Dragon Ball Z, that's a godfather.
Yeah.
I want to say Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's the one that showed me like anime can be like adult, like it can be like, and like that was like the one that like got so many people like into like different genres,
Okay.
And then I would say Sailor Moon.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Sailor Moon is like what showed like, okay, girl power is like a strong thing. And then also, the girls can be stronger than the men too. The women can be stronger than men,
Yeah.
And then what's like a good like last one? Because even though I did say 4, I think I should do like a 5th.
Yeah, because it's a tough question.
Yeah, I know, right? The Mount Rushmore. I don't want to say Pokemon because Pokemon is like cartoons, really, to like most Americans.
I didn't even consider that, but that it technically would count though. And yikes.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to. I would say Cowboy Bebop, honestly. Like,
okay,
like I have to. That's a great question. The Mount Rushmore of anime, right? Because that's different than like my personal favorites. Is like what are the most impactful for like the culture of anime, especially like in America, right?
Yeah.
And I would say maybe Cowboy Bebop, maybe like that one is like, okay, this is like movie making. Like it's like Quentin Tarantino for anime, like cartoons, right?
Yeah.
And it showed like, okay, like this is gonna go so much further than just go Pikachu, like don't get me wrong.
Ash Ketchum
exactly, right? Like amazing stuff, but it showed like that it can be so much more.
Yeah.
That's a great question. I'm gonna ask more people that question. I like that. Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have a Mount Rushmore of anime, I guess?
It'd be kind of more of a personal favorite. I need to expand my horizons a little more.
I'm hoping to get you into some good titles, I didn't even tell him to watch One Piece yet. Oh, actually, no, that's not true. I did tell you to watch One Piece, right? But JoJo's would be a great one to watch. Dr. Stone, keep with that one.
Dr. Stone.
That one made me
Full Metal.
Yeah, that's an amazing one.
What else is I haven't watched Black Clover.
That's a good one.
A lot of people say Fooly Cooly.
Fooly Cooly is great. It's 6 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and I think it's great. I watched it as a kid, and I think I need to rewatch it. In fact, I'm gonna try to watch that this month because it's great. It's about like growing up like as a boy.
Okay.
Yeah, and then but like it's bizarre.
Yeah.
It's wild. It has a really cool style though.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I need to kind of expand my horizon. Even though I talk about different animes, people, oh yeah, this guy is an anime guy. Not really. I just talk about what I want to talk about.
Which is dope.
Stuff
I like that. Yeah,
nice.
You got me. Like what you talk about, I like it. It's like cool. Like it makes me interested in like what's going on. Like Mortal Kombat, don't get me wrong, is something that's cool and I like it, but I'm not a fighting game enthusiast, right? And watching your stuff is like, okay, I think maybe this is how I'm gonna get into this world of sorts.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable. Yeah, I can't answer it. The next interview, I'll watch some more stuff, and the next time we talk, I definitely have a solidified answer for that.
I'm hyped for it.
Yeah. So. Yeah, dude, man.
This was a great conversation.
It was.
Thank you so much.
Here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Man.
Like I'm rooting for you. I'm glad that you didn't stop like after like the setbacks.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you took it to the internet, like where the world can see your stuff, like versus just staying in the hometown. I know how that feeling goes, honestly, I'm glad that you're still at it, and
Much
even more so, I'm excited for the 100,000 and way beyond, like there's only so much more for you,
Yeah, right. So one step at a time. So.
Absolutely. Hey, don't forget me when you're famous, like.
So even though you said, hey, favorite, I guess they already watching because that's dope. So they already know you the real famous one. I told them this guy could get everybody in the room together. Like I said, I'm a comedian that couldn't get anybody at a comedy show. This person was able to get me here.
Hey,
so
I'm just glad you were in town.
Summoning Jutsu is real with him. He knows everybody on the scroll. Know that.
Hey, thank you so much.
You the real legend, man.
Thank you so much. And then once again, where can people find you at?
Lowery.com because I that's pretty much the home base of stuff because my social sites are always in the air. So yeah, I mess around, say a page right here today and be gone tomorrow. I'm like, man, he said about this.
After that, after what your story about Facebook, I'm gonna try to get my own website going right now. Yeah,
and just let that be the home base of stuff. So if push come to shove, folks can just pop up on the website. Well, this is the news, this is the new link, and this will take you there to where you need to go. So,
I like that. Lowery.com, get the comic book, watch the content. You're about to live stream more, right?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes,
I'm excited.
Live streaming more and just trying to be out there and push some new stuff. The faster folks support the comic, the faster some dope animations can come out, man.
Let's go.
Yeah, just trying to make it happen, man. One day at a time. Yeah, shouts out to the homie guys who have had me on here. Shouts out to the homie Starmite and Brian from Wingless Comics from helping me with my books, man. That's the 2-in-1. You can get both of the books, and that'll let you know. Even if you don't support Lowery any other way, you read those stories, will let you know if you want to ride the wave or you get the end. This ain't my type. Everybody got their own. You feel me? Some people like comedy movies. Some people like horror. It's just, everybody like Lowery. It's just one of those. So you can go ahead and be a good judge and cast your opinion and go from there. Keep the ball rolling.
I like that. Oh, one last question. What's your favorite catchphrase or your favorite like sound effect that you do? Like, because I got a lot of favorites myself, but like I have to ask, like, what's your favorite? That's a hard question up there, right?
It is. Let me try to. Okay.
Let me
try. I'm gonna have to talk to myself real quick. Don't mind me. Okay.
It's all good.
Popped in. Bing, bing, bing. Wow. On Justice, get your dumb ass little boy. Muzz popped up on bumpers. What? Scooped him up, hot, ate him, and I'm like, damn. Muzz popped out. I'd probably have to say, sheesh, that's teamwork, make the dream work. Let the good hands commence on bumpers. I'd probably say on bumpers.
On bumpers, yes.
On bumpers.
Yes.
That's what my character say when it's time to grill on bumpers, time to throw the mask on.
Yes.
So yeah, even though I ain't gonna do too much, it just sound good to say.
Yes.
Yeah. That'd probably be Mia personally, my favorite.
I like that. I
ain't never really thought of that though. That's funny. The answer might change later on in life as
I love it. Like honestly, all your catchphrases, like I'm just like, yes, this is great gold stuff right here.
Thank you,
man. Thank you for being on the show, and thank you for being who you are. I love it, man.
Much appreciation, man. Yes, please, you keep doing what you're doing as well, because you are opening doors for even people like me, man. Because even though like networking is a key element, so there's some people I never meet, but I know you and you know them, or I can meet them through yous, and
that's
vice
the plan,
versa.
man.
So I was like, yeah, man.
That's the plan.
Also, you keep doing the stuff you're doing, man. It's greatly appreciated within the culture. I think I can speak for all of us content creators from the stuff that you do that we say we definitely appreciate the stuff you're doing, because you in another lane. Like we over here, we doing stuff on our platforms, but you in the businesses that reach out to the stuff that we do. And so, Yes, much appreciation for that as well, because you either be a person that's trying to open doors for others, or you could be a gatekeeper and it's like, nah, man, and it's only one black dude at this.
I thought about that. I was like, maybe I can be the only one out here. This is pretty nice.
Benefits. Okay. So yeah, much appreciation for not being one of those people and actually trying to help the culture move up and all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
Man, it's dope.
For the culture, for sure. Yes, sir. And all the people who listen and watch along, thank you so much. You guys are dope. Definitely have a lot more content for you guys. I'll be making some clips out of this too. Like, there's so much gold, wisdom, real shit, and just like funny stuff. I loved it. So honestly, this is great. Thank you so much. As always, stay dope, folks. Peace.